Yes, you did such a good job. Seriously, you carried this game. Yeah. It's him! Yeah, it's a famous Yorick carry.
Previously on Yorick to Diamond. The story continues as the young gravedigger starts off in the depths of silver. Of course, there is no challenger for the shovel as he stomps his way through. Many warriors step up to the challenge of the gravedigger, but they had no chance. At the end, he escaped silver in one day with no effort. Now he starts his gold adventure. Will gold be a problem? Find out today!
So for our first game we're laning against Gnar. This lane is pretty tedious, but you have the slight upper advantage. Just bait out his hop and you should be able to kill him from level 1 to 3. Just last hit minions with your Q and make sure you don't get poked too much. Here's an example of me all-inning. Make sure you have some gold lying around, and when you see him overextend, hit your E and pop your corrupting pot. You should get movement speed from your corrupting pot if you're using the runes I am. And you just run up to him and keep attacking him. Don't use a W because he'll hop away. This didn't go too well because the Johnny ganked, but in the end, he overstayed and I got the kill. Here's me doing another all-in. I made sure Maiden got me some goals before I went in so I can do the max damage. And I made sure my grass proc was ready to go so I can do insane amount of damage in my Q. So I'd flash Q to ensure the hit. And I just banked on him not having a fast enough reaction so he doesn't jump away. And I got the kill. And as you can see, his reaction was a bit delayed because he flashed way too late. After that, Gnar was playing a bit too passive. So I went mid to help siege. You should probably do this if you feel like you can't do much in lane because your Demolish has a lot of damage to towers and it's perfect for sieging. So I'll help pick up the RE and then we get the mid tower. This game was pretty heavily one-sided so there's not much I can say. You know those type of games where all your lanes win and the game's over before 20 minutes. So there's not much info I can put in that can help you in terms of knowledge, so I'm just gonna skip through everything. And on to the next game. So for this lane, we're laning against Maokai. These are one of the few matchups where I pick Conqueror over Grasp because it's really good against tanks. And when you're facing tanks, you're usually in a long extended fight, which you can get your Conqueror off pretty easily and do more damage. And when I'm usually in these type of matchups, I usually play really aggressive. Here's an example of me playing hyper aggressive. Should have went really wrong, but because I had Conqueror stacks, I managed to heal up and do more damage than him in the extended fight. And I picked up a nice early game kill. Although I was very ahead in lane, everyone else was falling behind, so I tried to TP bot to further push my advantage. I did eventually take out the Jhin, but Ivan died for it. But overall it was worth, since I got the shutdown gold. So 20 minutes in, we were still behind as a team, and Zed was pretty fed and I needed that shutdown ASAP. I did almost kill him, but he flashed and burned his ult. But whilst I was in base, I got the kill, which was very surprising. I'm guessing it was the ghouls that I left behind before I backed, but yeah, that was pretty cool. So after that miraculous kill, the tables were turned. No one in that team can 1v1 me, and I could probably even 1v2. So I was running around the map to look for a pick, and as a team we managed to catch Maokai and Pyke. So after that I decided to call Baron and rush it. The reason I made this call was because Zed was split pushing bot. Jhin was distracted mid. Karthus wasn't going to find a way in the pit, so he wasn't going to steal it. And sometimes you have to shot call and solo queue to carry, because most of the time in this elo, your teammates will probably not see the opportunities. So at this point I was overfed, I could literally run into anyone. Pyke pulled me in, which was perfect because I got Jhin. I managed to get Karthus in my E, and as soon as he got hit by that, it was basically a death sentence. So now I got even more fed, and I have Ivan and Soraka in my team, so you can imagine this game was over. So after that, I'm so confident I run into them 2v4. I managed to get the Pyke pretty easily. Big tip is you should box him as soon as he eats, so he can't do anything after that. Zed tried to all-in me, but Soraka is there to heal me continuously, and I managed to get him and Karthus. I could have got a quadra kill, but Karthus ruined everything and did like 10 million damage. So while I was dead, my team got way too confident and tried to fight them. I think they thought they were fed as well, but it was only me, and so everyone died. After that, they went to do Baron, and I tried to stop them. I managed to get the whole team to run into me and stop Baron. I also duped the Maokai flash and got the kill on Pyke. While I was dead again after stopping the Baron, the enemy team managed to wipe out my whole team. Yeah, my team was making it hard to carry. Fortunately, I was very fed and I got a nice double kill here. Should have been a triple, but unfortunately Soraka couldn't heal me quick enough and Jhin killed me. So while I was dead, my team decided to do Baron and then they lost it. And then they all died again. That's very tilting, but I didn't flame my teammates because that wouldn't do anything. I did pick off Carthus for consolation prize and I got double buff. And I'm not going to let this Maokai get a free win, so I continue on tryharding. And then I picked off Maokai that was trying to split push with Zerot portal. That was really strange. I mean, if he was going to split push, why did he pick Maokai in the first place? So after killing Maokai, I pushed the wave and let my goals push by itself. And I forced myself mid so I can press the advantage that I have right now. Because if I delay, I'm probably going to get outscaled and I can't 1v5 at that point. So Ari got a nice pick on Jhin. I managed to get the Pike and Carthus. And I got the inhib tower. I would have got the Z as well. I just need Soraka to use the E properly. And of course she didn't. So we reset and I went bot to deal with the split push in Maokai. Then I realized my team was about to fight without me and I wasn't going to let that happen. So I TP'd and we managed to get the Z and the Carthus. I would have got Jhin but I really messed up with the W, but that was okay. Then I saw the Maokai not back in and he continued on split pushing. So I guess his intention was to base race us. And we won from that basically. So for our next matchup, I'm facing Sion. And man, this matchup feels so good. You shouldn't lose this as a Yorick player, and if you do, you should revoke your shovel. I mean, this matchup is pretty easy. All you have to do is stack your goals, wait for him to wind up his Q, then you should E him, W him, and attack. And if you want to E him without him winding his Q up like I did, just walk away from his Q, it's not that hard, and then attack him to death. And then once you hit 6, just do the same thing, but this time with Maiden. Another important tip I would like to give is, when you box him with the W, go in front of him so when he ults, he can't get away. Here's a live example right here. Yeah, I somehow missed the E, so I didn't get to kill him until after. So a few minutes later, he decides to TP right in front of me, which I have no idea why, because I can just box him and kill him again. I really don't know what he was thinking, but I guess that's God logic right there. After that kill, I genuinely think he was inting after that, so I don't see a point in explaining them. I'll just show a compilation of his deaths. It's pretty funny how Sion didn't touch the tower the whole game. So for this game, we're laning against Mordekaiser. I feel like it's a free lane before 6, but after 6 you need QSS so you can fight him. At level 1, don't bother fighting him. Just stack up your goals and when you're level 2, you can go for the all-in. Here's an example here. This was a really good trade. So lane was going well, I had lane prior and he was pretty low, but then Kha'Zix comes to gank.
Nice.
So they fed me a double kill with double buff and that was basically a death sentence for them, since I actually know how to take advantage and get kills. So top lane was out of commission and I needed to spread my lead, so I TP'd bot. Yeah, you didn't see that Q and E. For some reason I was feeling a bit patriotic at this time. It's also a little teaser of a series I'm working on next. Okay, I'm super fed now, so there's not really a point of me explaining anything because I'm just going to kill everyone, so let me just leave a compilation again. So if it's an Aatrox now, and it's a pretty annoying matchup, I would say. The way I'm going to play this is I'm going to play a passive in the early game, just stack up ghouls and make sure I don't get hit by his E. And if you want to go for a big trade, just activate your ghouls, make sure you hit E, have your grasp, and yeah, trade. Not much happened in lane, so I went mid and got a free kill. But then a few minutes later, I had the scenario set up like I said before, and I got a nice cheeky kill. I was then ganked by Pantheon and Malphite, and I couldn't really do much after that. So I was pretty annoyed because my KD looked bad now, so I needed to all in Aatrox and get a kill. If you want a 100-0 all in Aatrox, you have to dodge everything, so take that as note. I saw a nice skirmish going on bot, but I didn't really want to go into it until I saw the Malphite out, which was pretty big, and it was my time to shine. You should know the drill by now. I got fed and carried. I didn't know initially, but after the game, Zillion linked her Twitch, so I technically carried a streamer, and I got a mini shout out, so that was pretty cool. I'll probably put in the intro. So that's the end of episode 3. I'm currently gold 1. I intended to finish the episode on plat, but I realised that might be too quick, and I need to slow down the pacing so I can milk these videos. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned a thing or two, and like the video if you really enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want more knowledgeable content, and I'll see you in the next one.